Hi, my name is Courtney Parker, and this is my vlog too. On my vlog too, I invited my buddy back to my dorm to cook him a home-cooked soul food meal. We had smothered pork chops, mashed potatoes, and green beans. In this, we had a very deep dialogue about how food really influences our culture and what food means to our particular cultures. Before this interaction, I was nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I was very scared that he wasn't going to receive what I decided to do, because when I told him, I was like, yeah, so I'm gonna cook for you, and he's kind of like, oh, that's kind of odd, alright. And he went along with it anyway. And so once he got out here, I had everything said. I just told him, have a seat and chill. And while I was cooking, we were having conversation, talking. So that kind of broke the ice a lot, but initially I was very nervous moving into this interaction because it was so, I was very meticulous in choosing to cook for him, and so I was nervous on how he would receive it. The issues I think are important that we talked about in class is definitely ethnocentrism and ethnorelativism. Ethno-relativism, moving into integration, adaptation, acceptance, those three I think are often the hardest for a person to get to when attempting to address different cultures or even expanding their cultural competency. In doing this, it was really important to for him to accept my culture, but for him to realize that even though if he hasn't experienced anything like this, that it's okay, and just having those new experiences really broadens your view and your scope of society. Those are going to be really important. Some of the insights that I gained through our conversation was that we weren't that different. His family values food in a different fashion. Growing up in Africa, it was not exactly hunters gatherers. There were markets and stuff, but there was a lot of wildlife around, and food was very central to what they did. I think in my family, the cooking and preparing the food is where the importance is, and not the actually familial aspect of it, of sitting around a table and having a conversation. In exploring one another's culture, I also learned that he, as a person who grew up in Africa but was born in the U.S., had a very separate scope of identity after moving there. And I thought that was really important because me coming to MSU, I had a similar experience coming from a all-black community to a community that was mostly white. That is the end of my vlog too. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.